Hello YouTube, this is the head of the Wet Army here, XP Duelist with a deck profile for my Dark World deck. Uh, Not completely done with the side yet, I'm still working on that whenever I use it. So let's begin. I have two beige, used to run three. If you saw the other um, deck profile on the actual team account, then you'll see there. So, two beige, three brow, three gold, three grapha, one morphing jar, three silver, three snow, two trance, three dark world dealings, two drag down into the grave, three solidarity, I'll explain that, two cheerful coffin, three gates of the dark world, three dark smog, two robin goblin, two the forces of darkness, one cerulean in the side deck, Tragodia side deck, two Tragodia side deck, one Dark Hole, three MSTs, one Eradicator just in case I'm going up against spell books. Forced Requisition, I wasn't really sure on that. I just thought that if I needed to make sure my opponent discarded more than me, then I would use Forced Requisition. Uh, Two Light Imprisoning Mirrors, Magic Cylinder, two Mirror Forces, and one Solemn Warning. Don't really use this card. Now onto the extra. Have one Adrius Keeper of Armageddon, one CXYZ Met Cryptid Dungeon Arsenal. This is really helpful because when it's summoned, if I have Morphing Jar or my opponent has a lockdown and I just want to do damage, like, well, you get the point. Gaga Cowboy, last minute. Uh, Three Gaga Kill the Risen, one Hyrag Sun Dragon of Heliopolis. Not sure if I said that correct. Number 39 Utopia, three of those. Two One-Eyed Skill Gainer, one Shark Fortress, just in case I have these two on field, which is unlikely. Uh, One T-Risk Keeper of Genesis, and one Wind-Up Zen Meister. So now for the explanation. Only run two of the bays because it slows the deck down when I have more than one or two in there. I mean, two or more. Run three brow because with the field it keeps the draws coming. I run three gold for the reason of these XCs down here. I usually get both of these out in one turn. And three Graphas, staple. Should always run it at three, especially for hieratic. Morphing Jar. Now, when I went up to the tournament, everyone was up there trying to figure out why I had Morphing Jar and Solidarity in here. The reason why I have Morphing Jar and Solidarity is because it adds diversity to the deck, or a little bit more diversity, different playing strategies and all of that. If I draw Solidarity after using Morphing Jar, then I need a discard because I don't really have anything. Drag down to the grave, discard this, probably end up getting a better card. That's the point of Solidarity. And yeah, it also Solidarity's in there for to help hide in any of these I may need and all that. So three silver, again, run three gold and three silver for the purpose of getting the rank 5 XCs out, or just dealing extra damage because of Solidarity. Three snows, search of the deck, staple. Can't run the deck without it. Two Transarch Fiends so I can get my snows or Graphas back depending on whatever I need at the time if I banish it. Three Dark World Dealings, staple. Two Drag Down into the Grave. Only run two of those instead of three because I don't really. It was too much for the deck. The output and everything for it when I had three in there was too much, too little actually, because I kept drawing all three of these. So three Drag Down into the Grave don't work in the deck. I only run two. Now Solidarity. It's during the tournament I was able to get all three of these out and to show you the attack power that Grapha had because of that. Because I didn't draw Morphing Draw throughout the entire thing. Grapha was already at 3,000 due to the field, plus the 1,600, plus the added on 800 from the third Solidarity. He was put at 5,400 right then and there. That's the max attack that Grapha can have. So that's why I use it. And even then, the one or two, even pushes it at probably around 3,400. That's still enough to gain my opponent. I use that so that the duel will be over quickly. That's the main reason for Solidarity. Plus, it's my favorite card, but still, it helps make sure that the duel's over quickly. Because if you give your opponent time to actually form a defense after so many attempted tries to attack him, by the time you have that one last attack, he'll already be able to stop you. To the Cheerful Coffin, it's really good for the output, especially if I need to get my Raffles back and I already have one on field. Cheerful Coffin, send two silvers to the graveyard, special summon them, return them in hand for the two Graphas, and then if need be, activate another one and get either Shark Fortress, Tiras, or Adrius out, whichever one would be most appropriate. That's pretty much how that works. The field, 3 Gates of the Dark World, staple. 3 Dark Smogs. I was going up against Battling Boxers, and this is not one card that saved my butt here. Reason being, sending Switch Hitter to the graveyard and Glass Jar to the graveyard and all that. I didn't want him to get those back, especially if he sent Counter Punch. I think it is. Yeah, I think Counter Punch to the graveyard and intend to add him back to hand, so he just had the normal summon it and get another yoke out. So Dark Smog really helped. Robin Goblin. Only run 2 of these because my theory is if I can get my opponent's cards out of hand, then I don't have to worry about any other spells and traps that he may draw. Also, another reason why I have Eradicator, and also another reason why I have Force Requisition. Forces of Darkness is partly to just make my opponent mad. I love doing it. Send 2 Graphas to the graveyard, activate this again. After I get them back to hand, I activate 2 Dark Smogs, banish 2 more of his monsters, and destroy 2 more cards on his field. It's just the perfect card to run in the deck. Also, if it's not working or I need to change the set of the deck, these 4 cards, along with 2 of the Cheerful Coffins, would be deciding the defenses of the deck. So then, onto the side deck here. Ceruli, only run 1 of him. I'm still trying to figure out why. I think I probably should run 2 to side in for Trance, but on TCG Player, they won't let you buy 1 card from the person if it's not $1 or more, which is just bull. I don't think that's really cool. One reason why I haven't even been on there trying to purchase anything from them. So, one Ceruli helps with the Dark World Lord, Snow, and Browse effect. Also, gold and silver. It's like that just one chance of a lifetime thing with Eminem. It's this one, Lose Yourself. So, since Ceruli special summon him, get gold, discard it, make him destroy 2 cards on field, or if he has 2 cards in hand, get silver out. He returns 2 cards from his hand to the bottom of the deck. Boom, in turn, and then I can continue to attack. It's kind of like that. So then, what we have is 2 Tragodias. I thought about this after going to the locals and everything and seeing that. Tragodias, just in case, is part of the defenses, so it's good to have that in there. Dark Hole. Dark Hole is, again, just in case I need something to fill in the side deck for the cards I actually needed for the side deck. 3 Mystical Space Typhoons. Thing to side in for Solidarity, just in case I'm playing Constellars and they have Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. Funny thing, at the locals, I made him discard his hand. He had Shadow Imprisoning Mirror in hand, but I never drew Light Imprisoning Mirror, so he won. So, One Eradicator spell book, so if I just need to get rid of his traps, if I'm going up against Chain Burns. Force Requisition. Again, if I want him to start discarding when I discard, activate Dark World Dealings. Activate this has a response when I discard. Then activate two more. He discards two, even though that he draws two. He ends up discarding four as a result, so it's like a plus two for me, or plus four, whatever you want to call it. Uh, uh, Light Imprisoning Mirror, Light Decks, Light Swarms, the usual. One Magic Cylinder, just needs something to fill it in. Two Mirror Force. Um, Again, only can run two, so I say why not. One Solemn Warning, just in case I need to negate. So, on to the extra here, you have Adris, Keeper of Armageddon. Enough said about his effect and everything. Can destroy one face-up card that my opponent controls on field. CXYZ, if he has Marshmallow set, then I just have to get CXYZ Met Cryptid Dungeon Arsenal out and target Marshmallow and put him into attack position and then attack with all my monsters. Gaga Cowboy, if I have two beige on field, I just my opponent doesn't have that much left. Either I'll attack with Gaga or special summon him in defense and use his effect. Gaga Gigo the Risen, just something to fill it in. If I have if I normal summon Snow and then activate Cheerful Coffin and get these two out, Gaga Gigo is what I will go to if need be. Rarely do it. Number 39 Utopia. Don't really use Utopia. They'll come in handy once. I have Run Hyrax Sundragon Overlord. Use him. This deck usually gets a lot of monsters in hand, and that's usually towards the end of the game. So, two Graphas, and then you get Hyrax Sundragon out. Yeah, that's just going for game. One Eye Skill Gainer. I'm not really sure on this one. Guess if he gets a hold of Hyrax Sundragon somehow, One Eye Skill Drainer, and then get Hyrax Sundragon's effect again. So Shark Fortress is a different thing. Shark Fortress, especially with Solidarity on the field, if I want to cause more than enough damage to game him, I'll use Shark Fortress to target a Grapha to attack again. Then I T-Rex Keeper of Genesis. If he has cards I don't want him to have on field, only thing I'll do is get him out, attack, hope that's not negated or banished, and then go from there to destroy cards. Now, this actually happened once. Wind up Zen Meister. I had Morphing. I had already activated Morphing Jar, and I went for him, and I reset Morphing Jar. I don't know why, but the person decided to attack me again, and that was game. So, enough said about that. And also, Core 56, a judge for our team, went up to the locals, and they were saying something about my Dark World being bad and all that, because I'm running Solidarity. They're not the ones that had to face me, so they can say all they want about it. It ain't gonna mean shit. So, that is my Dark World deck, and like, subscribe, comment, and we'll have more duels uploaded as soon as I get my rating over 600, so I don't have to deal with all the new players coming